Good morning, guys. Christian Duke, Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. We're here, Hollywood Boardwalk, Hollywood, Florida. It's awfully windy. I don't know if I'm going to strip this audio or not, but I wanted to keep the authenticity of the video, so I didn't bring a dead cat or anything like that. I didn't really bring a boom. I'm just kind of DIYing it. So again, I hope the wind won't be too much for you. But I'm going to show you the palm trees, the ocean, and just life as it happens here in Hollywood, Florida for Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube. That's the whole point of this page of Sight Sounds Flavors. It's for you to experience the sights, the sounds, even that crazy wind, and the flavors whenever possible. So I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you give it a like, a comment, and a subscribe at some point throughout the video. And let's start walking. I'm also going to be taking the shoes off, and I'm going to be walking in the sand and walking on the ocean, which I think is going to be pretty cool. So I'm really excited about that. And as always, guys, if you see yourself on one of my videos or you see someone you know, please go ahead and tag them. As you can see, we are here on the boardwalk, completely public property. Nobody has said anything. Nobody really can say anything legally. And I'm not walking up on anyone. I'm literally standing here in place. People can see me from like literally a mile away. But people walk right up to the camera. Some say hi. Some just go about their days. We live in a society where there's cameras everywhere. As a lot of the First Amendment auditors say that I really enjoy watching, you know, there's cameras on highways and stores and hotels and even the Ubers that you take, and you know, they're just part of life now. And I think cameras are a good thing. It keeps us accountable. But aside from the accountability factor, it's great for memories. You know what I mean? I will be honest with you, I've got a pretty lousy memory, and so my YouTube channels have been able to do wonders for me, not only in capturing great moments and doing great interviews and meeting great people, but in also reminding me, hey, I was there. You know, I walked on the beach, I saw the palm trees, I smelled the ocean, you know, all of these things that normally I would probably forget just because of my memory being so, you know, kind of crappy as it is. Now at the distance, you know, just standing in one spot, I can see some folks down at the ocean. It looks like maybe they're doing like possibly Tai Chi maybe, or some sort of yoga, and I didn't even notice them. And I'm like literally just standing here doing a static video. But you know, it almost looks like they're doing Tai Chi, and I just realized that now at a pretty far distance. So again, I mean, even just standing in place, I just said a moment ago how I was gonna start walking so you guys could see stuff, but I mean, just standing in place, I just saw a guy go by on a cart. I see like some sort of a falcon flying over the ocean. The folks down there, and I'm gonna show you the folks down there real quick that I'm talking about. Maybe you don't see them. And I know that a lot of you guys hate the zoom, so I'm purposely not zooming in fast because I know you guys give me a lot of heat over that. I think that's yoga. And imagine to do yoga like right on the ocean like that. That's amazing. Cool. We'll let them get back to that. And we're gonna walk a little bit. Maybe what we'll do is walk about 3 or 4 blocks. You can see folks working on the beach, keeping the beach clean. Lots of exercise. Gotta stop and take a picture. So, look at that sunrise there. Of course, we're gonna see our buddy come by. I love nature, but you know, there's a lot of work that goes on to keeping this beach clean and beautiful. So it's a little bit of nature. It's a lot of nature, but it's also a little bit of man, you know, keeping things clean. And it would be phenomenal to live and be able to wake up in the morning and see the ocean. That would be so cool. But that being said, the property taxes, the insurance is probably through the roof out here. And anytime there's a hurricane, this is probably the least place you want to be at. But like I said, it's really beautiful here. And it's very, very well maintained. As you can see, they've got like benches and lots of palm trees. This looks like some kind of a, I'm not sure what that is, but what caught my eye there, what caught my eye was this, which I thought made me think of the Challenger. No glass containers on the beach. No scooters or other motorized vehicles on the boardwalk. Actually, that says Broadwalk, but Broadwalk. I wanted it to say boardwalk though, so I said boardwalk, but it really is Broadwalk. And as you can see, they got the gate here, very, very secure parking. This is Laurel House. And again, guys, I'm really sorry for the wind. I'm actually trying to buffer it a little bit with my hands, which kind of takes away from Sight Sounds Flavors, because again, Sight Sounds Flavors is the sights, the sounds, and the flavors as unrestricted as possible. So I love seeing people doing their fitness. I like to walk, but running, jogging, I gotta build up to it. You got the Cuban flag there. That's pretty cool. It's supposed to be like a Cuban restaurant. You got another Cuban flag. Marco's Bar and Restaurant. Golden Sand, Oceanfront. I guess they rent those. There's Old Glory, flying proud. We got a bird there. Gotta get Old Glory. The Stars and Stripes, the colors that never run. No skateboards on the Broadwalk. It's the Broadwalk. It's not the boardwalk, it's the Broadwalk, as much as I want it to be the boardwalk. Here we go, cycling away. So yeah, check out that sun. Yeah, the sun literally just came up at, I think, 7:07, 7:08, something like that. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Really, really pretty. I'm actually really glad that I did this. I was debating whether or not to come this early, but this is the time to come. Because there's less people. I love people watching, but at the same time, I don't want to like feel like I'm in a sardine can. And that's what happened in Ocean Drive a couple of years ago, filming for Sight Sounds Flavors. I literally felt like I was in a sardine can because there were so many people, you know, and you can't really, you know, film properly. You're scared someone's gonna elbow your camera or something. But I also had, you know, the boom and the dead cat, and that just looks kind of goofy. You know, this is more like kind of like, you know, DIY, kind of like more touristy, less, I don't know. And it's also more comfortable. Let's be real. It's also a lot more comfortable. I can always edit this sound out, but I really don't like editing anything out of the videos because that takes away from the concept of what Sight Sounds Flavors is. I'm all about the fitness, guys, all about the fitness. So yeah, and I think what we'll do is we'll end it with the guardhouse, and I mean it's crazy because there's just so much work that goes on. Oh, I just stepped on the sand. That feels phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding. I'm in sneakers. I gotta take those off, but even just walking on the sand in sneakers feels phenomenal. So, I hope you enjoyed, guys. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe.